I want to say fair use, fair use. Uh, this sister here, Sister Deborah, she makes a good point. Her commentary is on point all the way. You know, I disagree with a lot of stuff she teach. I disagree with a lot of stuff the Israelite camps. I disagree with a lot of stuff out here online. But I got to give credit where credit is due. This is a very good video. She's making a very good point on this. Immaculate. So only thing I want to do is add, show you. Uh, let's listen to this. I want to show you the comeback to what this woman is saying. I want to show you the comeback to the people who say when we indict them, when we mention their crimes and what they're doing, I want to show you how to respond to that. Okay?
Most white women, when I say we are sick and tired of white women videos that black women are making about me. Right back. So I think I speak for most white women when I say we those that black women are making about us. Right back.
I want to say fair use. Fair use is videos used for commentary purpose and teaching purposes. I'm not going to play it all. I just want to play her. I want to play Sister Deborah's commentary also because she makes some great points. I was listening to it. I listened to all of her videos, but her commentary is what made me think. That Spirit spoke to me through her commentary. All right. At the time she was giving a commentary and told me to. I teach this all the time, but this is a good place to teach it again, because I didn't even recognize what the Spirit just gave me after hearing her commentary. I hadn't even thought about it. He hadn't gave it to me yet. So let's listen.
So I think I speak for most white women when I say we are sick and tired of seeing the dear white women videos that black women are making about us. It's literally to the point to where we're waking up every morning thinking, okay, what are we going to get blamed for today? Oh, black people can't be racist. Yes, you motherfucking can be, Miss Ma'am. You can be racist. Black people are racist to white people every day. And why? It's because they have no fear of consequence, because black privilege allows them to be hateful and racist to white people. If white people were to say half the shit that black people do about white people, man, they'd be drugged through the motherfucking mud, canceled, all that bullshit. Doxed, you name it, it would happen. But black people can do it, and it's perfectly fine, and it's perfectly acceptable. That is black privilege. If you can get up every morning and make videos talking shit about white people specifically, calling white people out specifically as a whole, as a group, and talking mad shit about them, and you can get away with it, that's privilege. And that's racist. Because you know damn good and well if a white person were to do it, they would be drugged through the mud. Like, don't y'all have anything better to do? Don't you have any other topic you want to discuss besides white women? Like, talk about living rent-free, my God. How many dear black women videos have anybody seen? Because I haven't seen not a one. I'm not saying there's any out there, because I'm sure there is. But comparatively speaking, and one of them even went as far to say is, if you are not melanated, you don't have a right to voice your opinion on my posts at all. Okay, who's going to tell her?
Okay, that's enough of her. She's making me sick. She's making up stuff. She's doing the Charlie, you know who. She's doing his thing now. They just throw a lot of stuff out there that don't make sense. They're gaslighting. They're acting like we have no reason to make videos concerning them. But let's listen to Sister Deborah's commentary.
Who's going to just be replaced? All of these people are great. But for those of you who are doing it, just changes.
She's nothing.
They took over lands, how they of this country from. This happens when you have a group of people who refuse to look at the establishment of this country, how they became the dominant race in this country and many places around the world, how they took over lands, how they exterminated people, took resources, uprooted people, did all of this kind of stuff, right? And to this day are still benefiting from said thievery. They don't really want to acknowledge the persecution or the continued persecution of the groups of people that they've displaced, taken from, did all kinds of things to, right? And when these people who they've done these things to look at them, don't trust them, don't want to be around them or say certain things concerning.
I want to stop right there because that when she said when we look at them and let's listen to get her exact words again.
Lands, how they exterminated people, took resources, uprooted people, did all of this kind of stuff, right? And to this day are still benefiting from said thievery.
Benefiting from said thievery is when this message came to me. And here's the thing. When we indict them, when we bring up the crimes that their ancestors done, and they are still benefiting from the crimes, which make them accessories to the crimes, they go off and start talking like crazy people, just throwing stuff all up against the wall. Because they know what's happening. They know what they're doing. They know that they are accessories to the crime. They are benefiting in our land, on our inheritance in this land, and the crime is rape, rob, murder, identity theft. Right? They know what they're doing, and so that's why they jump up and holler. Right? They're doing what the fake small hats do when we identify ourselves, when we self-identify, when we get the records. We got the records, and we show the records proving their crime. We prove their crime with history. What's that? History. I can't think. You know what I'm talking about. The study of the movement of people, sociology, psychology, and I can't think of that. And something. The study of how people move and how they live. And the artifacts. We have all of that proving their crime. We can prove their crime. We're proving their crime. So here's the thing we should do. Here's what we should say, and here's what we should do whenever they start talking crazy. We gotta let them know you are accessory to a crime. Your ancestors did. You're still holding the property, our property. Here's what we need to do.
So it becomes crystal clear in your own mind, and you will be... We are going to show you how to enforce your right to a fair hearing and to win your ticket in the process. To make this plan work for you, you must listen and speak it out loud to cement it in your brain and tongue so it becomes crystal clear in your own mind, and you will be prepared for any response. You must be clear enough that you don't have to stop and think, but must always be in control of this plan. The first appearance you make in court is your arraignment, in which the purpose is for the court to present the charges and find out how you intend to react, by standing up for your rights or being fearful and an easy target. During this proceeding, the judge will inform you of the charges against you and attempt to get you to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. A third choice is no contest, which is...
Now, they're charging us with being racist, right? When we say you have injured us, right? We say you have injured us. You stolen our property. You killed our relatives. You murked us, and red rummed us, however you want to say it. And we are stating our injuries, right? That's all we're doing, is stating our injuries. Let's keep watching.
Essentially pleading guilty without admitting guilt. Be careful, however, because as soon as you open your mouth to enter a plea, you have given them formal jurisdiction over you. If you intend to follow our procedure and win, you must not enter a plea. The judge's first question to you should be something...
So we don't enter a plea guilty or not guilty whether we're being racist, right? the first thing we should do is ask them, where did they get jurisdiction over us to govern us? That's the first thing right there. They're saying we are not accountable for, we're not accountable when we're being racist to them because we're not held accountable. Who's supposed to hold us accountable for bringing charges for stating injury that they have committed? They all committed injury because they're in the land living off of our heritage. This is gonna break them down right there. They are all committing the crime that we can't even state our injury, because when we state our injury, they say you're being racist. Let's listen
The
to it.
effect of, do you understand the charges against you? Or it might be, how do you intend to plead? You must say no, you do not understand, or you cannot enter a plea until you get some questions answered. The judge will probably be irritated and try to intimidate you. You must politely state that you need to have some questions answered before you can enter your plea. Tell him that you do not understand the nature and cause of the action against you. Once the judge has agreed to answer your questions, your first question will be, is this going to be a civil action or a criminal action? In the highly unlikely chance that the judge answered your question by saying it is a civil action, your response will be, thank you, Your Honor. Let the record reflect that this is a civil action. Your Honor, since this is a civil action, I make a motion to dismiss for lack of a sworn complaint by an injured party and no injured party is present. More likely, the judge has stated that this is...
Did y'all get that? That's the only part I want you to get right there. When they say we're racist, we want to know, how were they injured? Because they made a claim against us. We are racist and we're not held accountable for being racist. Now, the only way they can make claim that we should be chastised or pay a penalty, then they have to show their injury, right? They have to swear out an affidavit. They have to be able to show proof that they are injured by us us indicting them of the crime that they committed. We got all the proof that all the crime that we're claiming they are committing against us. We got the proof. We got the Bible. We got man, I can't think of that word. You know what I'm saying? Artifacts. We got the artifacts. We got the Bible. We got the explorers. We got everything. We got the reclassification. We got the books about slavery. They taught us that they had us in slavery all them years. Now they're putting people who wasn't born in here in this land. They're putting them out saying the Negroes were here first. Donald Trump even said himself in the Senate when he was trying to get money to build a casino. When he was trying to get money to build a casino, he was in front of the Senate, and they said, Donald Trump, you are not a Native American Indian. He looked and he said, those people that you're giving a stipend to, they are not either. He said, the last I checked, the Native Indians looked like Michael Jordan, saying he was inferring that they were black. But they cut that out. It's still online. Matter of fact, I recorded it to my computer. It's still online, and I can show you that, but I'm just saving that. I'm saving that. But they cut the part out where he said they look like Michael Jordan. So Donald Trump even know who we are. All the people know who we are. They know who we are. The copper tone, copper color people. But what we are doing, we are indicting them. We are swearing out and showing our proof. And they themselves don't have a visa. They don't have anything from our ancestors to say they should be here, except for that Declaration of Independence. They broke all the treaty agreements. They're breaking the Constitution. They're breaking the rights of indigenous people. They're breaking human rights laws of human rights. They're breaking all of that. So we're indicting them verbally first, because they're not going to keep the law. They're not going to even show up in court when the international court summons Donald Trump in the United States to come and answer the charges. The Moors already filed charges against them. And even China said that if you're occupying people's country, wherever you are, United States, wherever you are, this is international law. You cannot occupy a sovereign's country and then force them to assimilate under your jurisdiction, because they are sovereign and they have a right, God-given right, unalienable rights to rule over their own selves, individually or united. But they broke all of those laws, and their people are trying to gaslight us and make us think that we are wrong for bringing their charges up, bringing their crimes to the light. And they're just jumping around, throwing fists, throwing stuff up against the wall, making false accusations, calling us racist, because we are bringing their charges to light. They are all guilty of a crime. They're accessory to a crime. Right? Being in this land make them an accessory to the crime of their ancestors. That's why the Most High said that they will stand trial. They're going to stand trial when Christ comes back for the crimes of their forefathers. The same crime. They committing the same crimes. Not for what their fathers did. They're going to stand trial and be indicted and be judged for their crime. They're participating in the crime. They're holding a system in place, the same system to hold our goods in their possession. And the goods were illegally attained by rape, robbery, murder, and identity theft. Fraud, rape, robbery, murder of children, of women, and old people. And they broke all the treaties. So all praises to the Most High. I thank Sister Deborah for that video. Right? Let's see if we can get it back here.
A criminal action, so you respond, "Thank you, Your Honor. Let the record of this court then show that this action against me is a criminal action." Now I have another question. Your Honor, the Constitution grants this court two different criminal jurisdictions. One is a criminal jurisdiction under the common law, and the other is a criminal jurisdiction under admiralty or military tribunal venue from Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution.
Now the admiralty law is Jim Crow laws. They made those up to hold us in captivity, right? So, let's see.
They don't really want to acknowledge the persecution or the continued persecution of the groups of people that they've displaced, taken from, did all kinds of things to, right? And when these people who they've done these things to look at them, don't trust them, don't want to be around them or say certain things concerning them about their treatment or their nature, their treatment of others or their nature and things, all of that.
Okay, we shouldn't even be concerned about their nature or nothing like that. Only thing we should be doing is indicting them, bringing out their charges, bringing out our injuries. See, we have to show our injuries. And then they get a chance to show their injury, how we injured them by holding them accountable for our injuries. And see, that's what terrorists, white supremacists, all criminals will claim, that they were injured and it's just self-defense. We can show our injury. What did we do to you? What did we do to you? We know we can show biblically that you're not supposed to be in this land or wherever you at. We can show biblically, and you committed a crime. That commentary was beautiful, so I'm not going to hold you up. They committed the crime because if they wasn't, the Most High would not be judging them for it right now. They are being judged right now. And that's what they're hollering about, because we ain't laid a hand on them, and they are being judged right now. He's using the wicked to judge the wicked. No forgiveness, no rapture, none of that. You are the wicked, and God is Most High. God and Christ is judging you right now. All praise to the Most High.